Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Real Film Talk. My name is Wolf Brolnick. Now sit back, grab some snacks, and enjoy the review. Today, we'll be reviewing the newest romantic drama with some tennis being served at you. Get it? Served because it's tennis. We'll be covering Challengers. Here is my reaction for the trailer. All right, hopefully we're ready for some action-packed romance, comedy, drama. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but it looks interesting. Let us take a look at Challengers. Hey, Zendaya.
Hi. Hey.
Oh, what? I know those guys, I think.
Tashi Duncan. She's gonna turn a whole family into millionaires. She'll have a fashion line, a foundation.
It's kind of how it is with athletes these days. They always start off young.
It was an entirely different game.
Hey, come hang out with us later.
Want me to come tuck you in?
No, we can just keep talking.
How often does this happen? Going after the same girl?
Not as often as you think.
We usually have different types.
So you're saying I should be flattered?
Aren't you everybody's type?
Come here.
Which one of us?
Oh. Okay, I see a Zendaya.
He's not in love with you.
What makes you think I want someone to be in love with me?
Oh, this could be the same thing where she has to like choose on which one she wants. Oh, that's very unfortunate.
Art's got his coach, Tashi Donaldson, who also is his wife.
I'm playing for both of us, Tashi.
Plot twist.
I think maybe you're disturbed by the fact that she could have been into someone like me
When we were teenagers.
when we were teenagers.
Hey, I love you.
He seems like a jerk, but kind of a likable jerk.
I know. You don't know what tennis is. It's a relationship.
Okay, that was a pretty cool
Somewhere
shot.
really beautiful together. I'm taking such good care of my little white boys.
I assume you planned this?
Not this part.
Tension is building. Okay. I think it looks pretty good. I like Zendaya. I think she's pretty much become one of the biggest names in Hollywood right now. I mean, I know everybody talks about like, DiCaprio, Scarlett Johansson, Tom Hanks, but really I think Zendaya is one of the future faces of Hollywood right now. I mean, if you look at all the stuff she was in, I was first introduced to her, or I think a lot of people were, through the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home. That's pretty much a theme there. So the two male leads, Josh O'Connor and Mike Fast, I don't know too much about, except I think Josh O'Connor was in The Crown, I think, and Mike Fast, I think, was in the 2021 West Side Story, which was really, really good. Haven't seen The Crown, but I know it's critically acclaimed, but I think this really has potential to be something really, really good. Maybe it could be an award-winning film, who knows? I will admit, tennis really isn't my favorite sport, but it looks like it could be pretty fun. The tennis scenes, I mean. I will go check out this movie, and I will give you my general thoughts. Challengers is directed by Luca Guadagnino and stars Zendaya, Mike Fast, and Josh O'Connor. This movie tells the story of Tashi, a former tennis prodigy turned coach who is married to a tennis player who is on a losing streak. Her strategy for her husband's redemption takes a rather surprising turn when he must face off against his former best friend and Tashi's former boyfriend. Now, there aren't really that many big names attached to this project aside from Zendaya, but history has shown that just because you don't really have many big names in a movie, that'll automatically mean it'll be bad. So I try to keep an open mind going into this movie. I also feel like there being a love triangle, maybe unoriginal for some, but I'll explain more in a bit. But I managed to see this movie in theaters a little bit early, and I have to say, this movie was really darn good. Zendaya shines as always. She's most known for her roles in the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, Malcolm and Marie, and The Greatest Showman. More recently, the Dune movies. So it appears as though she can work with any genre of movie she's given, which I think is pretty impressive. While her performance was nothing short of great, the real stars of the movie were Fast and O'Connor. This movie does an excellent job at showing the friendship friendship between them, and you generally buy that they were close. Even the scenes they share with Zendaya were all well done. All three of them had incredible chemistry, and even though Zendaya is a major name featured, a lot of credit must go to the other leads. I also like the editing this movie gave us. The movie is building towards a major tennis match between the two stars, but they are smart in spreading out flashbacks, giving us the events leading up to a certain moment in the match, instead of giving it to us all at once. I think that's rather clever, and it won't be too much for the viewers. There are even some cool shots during some of the tennis scenes. There are slow motion shots, tracking shots, and there's even a part where they are first person camera, which I thought was a really neat touch. Now, if you watch the trailer and think this is just another love triangle movie, you're sort of right. However, it adds enough where there's a lot of conflict and there are decisions that might seem a little unethical, but to this movie's credit, everyone is in a similar situation where nobody is really innocent in any of these problems. We still cared about them and what they must go through. Tashi's husband wants to get back on the winning side of tennis and stay in the good graces of not just the media, but his wife too. Meanwhile, the ex-boyfriend thinks that this event could make or break him. And we see why both guys need to win, and even why Tashi is torn on what she needs to do to make sure everything goes the way she wants it to. There's not a lot I can share, as by the time this movie review gets uploaded, Challengers will still be a pretty new movie, and I want to keep the spoilers to a minimum. I will say this, even though I'm not the biggest tennis fan, I was still pretty invested in this movie, especially the tennis scenes, and it got intense from time to time. I think this is worth seeing in theaters, and I recommend you check this one out. In the end, Challengers is well done, with amazing performances and chemistry between the three leads, some very clever editing and camera shots, and I guess we can even give some bonus points to the music. I guess you can say they aced this movie. Eh? Okay, fine, I'll stop with the tennis jokes. My grade for Challengers will be an A-. Thank you all for watching this review. I hope you all enjoyed it. Until next time, this is Will Bronlick, and I will see you at the movies. Save a seat for me.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.